Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is season 4, episode 5 of An Englishman Abroad, where we are out in Thailand managing Buriram United. Since you've been away, we have been winning and winning. As you can see here, there is green everywhere, and we have hit such a consistent run of form where we are just smashing teams left, right and centre. So got 3-1 win against Port, 3-1 win against Bangkok, 2-0 win against Guangzhou. Then we beat China at Hornbill 7-0 in a very pleasing game where we dominated from the first minute to the last. We beat Guangzhou 2-0 in the Champions League quarterfinal first leg away. So we have 2 goals in the bank for the away goals. And then we have finished up with a 3-1 win against Chonburi. In this episode, we are going to play 3 games. We've got Chiang Mai in the League Cup semi-final. We have got Prochap in the FA Cup semi-final. And then we have that second leg of the Champions League quarter-final against Guangzhou to come. But before we get into any of today's match footage, if you're enjoying the story so far, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button to let us know we're doing a good job and you're enjoying the content. And also any comments you want to leave, drop them in the box below. So without further ado, let's get on into some match footage. So the first game is against Chiang Mai in the Thai League Cup. The team we are going to put out is Camo in goal, Akontri, Pongputta, Thongsong, Thamarasapan at the back, Tachkort and Pwangjan in the middle, Mwanta wide left, Sarachat through the middle, Thongsong wide right behind Carlos front, who is leading the line. One thing to point out just before we dive into the game is Tachkort, and his form across this season has just been amazing. He has developed so much as a player. As you can see, he's currently averaging an 8.26 in the Thai League this season and 8.11 overall. He has really stepped up this season. He has 20 assists from 29 games and chipped in with 6 goals as well, including that screamer in the last episode. So could not be more happy with him. Just got to hope that they keep that form up as we move on forwards. So off and running in this game. We are looking to continue our great run of form. As I said before, we were just smashing teams left, right and centre. It's been a slow start here though, as not a lot seems to be happening. We are creating chances though, and here's the first highlight. The ball swung in, goalkeeper gets 2 hands to it, comes out to Pwangjan, turns around the corner, checks back to Thongsong, Thamarasapan to Sarachat. He's now going to try and get into the box but gets tackled. Though he lays it back off to Thamarasapan, he gets tackled as well. So some great defending here by Chiang Mai. And they play the ball inside and start moving it about quite nicely here. We are standing off quite a bit. The ball goes over the top. Thongsong deals with that. To Thongsong. He is now going to take on 2 men. Plays it to Carlos. He's just going to barge through that defender and smash the ball far side of the goal. That is fantastic finishing from our leading Brazilian. Once he gets the ball here, he looks like he's just going into a dead end. Although he just runs through the defender who's just static like he wasn't there. And as soon as he gets one-on-one with the goalkeeper, he's just absolutely smashed it. And we've taken the lead in the League Cup semi-final. So after half an hour, got a corner here. Tchek's going to swing that in. And there's Pongputta to make it 2-0. Just as I was saying at the start of this game, Tchek's is chipping in so much. He's been such a vital player for these assists. And there's another one from the corner. It's a brilliant swung-in corner. He's over there on his own celebrating. And he should be too, because he has really stepped up this season. And here he is again on a free kick. Lays it off to Pwangjan, who runs towards the defender. He's had the shot from distance. It's just gone over the bar. Says at the bottom it would have been some goal. It certainly would have. Absolutely hit that like a rocket. And he had the goalkeeper in trouble, but just couldn't get the ball to come back down. So we're in at half time, 2-0 up. And we are dominating everything in this game. 20 shots, but only the 3 on target, which is really poor in terms of shots to target ratio. But 2-0 scoreline is the most important thing as we look to build another attack. Mwanta's going to take his man on. Lays the ball back to Pwangjan, who hits it from distance. The goalkeeper I thought the goalkeeper had made a save, actually at the outside of the post. And we keep marching forwards. Possession stats are heavily in our favour at 64%. We've managed to have a few more shots on target. I think we're going to rotate a few players here because we've got that Champions League game coming up. Even though we have the lead, we still want to protect the players. So we're going to bring Singaraj on. And if we've got a left-sided midfielder, Faisal Zayed's going to come on for Wanta, because even though he has been playing week in, week out, he does end up needing a rest every now and again. So might as well just give him 15-20 minutes at the end of the game. So 2 minutes of added on time, and we are breezing through that. So there it is, full time, and we have reached another League Cup final, keeping up our run. So that's every game that we've ever played in the League Cup has been a successful game. We are in another final, which is the fourth in a row, I believe. So positive there, looking to get that first piece of silverware on the board again. And we're going to push on forwards into the FA Cup. The second game of this episode is going to be that Thai FA Cup semi-final against Prochap. This is the lineup we are going to put out. We have got Kame in goal. Belazan comes back in at left back after being on international duty. Pongputta, Thong Song and Selenon round out the defence. Such, Chemical, Jaded are going to play in the middle. Sarachat wide left, Moanta wide right, and Theatrical linking up with Carlos up the top of the field. So let's get into this FA Cup semi-final. But just before we do that, actually, one quick side note. The transfer window has been and gone. We decided not to dip into the market. We've got most of the best players that we need in Thailand anyway. We can't have any more foreign players, so we just decided to push on through. We sold a few fringe players, loaned a few players out too, but in terms of players in, nothing doing, and we're more than happy with the squad the way it is. So let's get into this FA Cup semi-final. Here we go then, we are off and running. Camo's going to play the ball to Jaded, who's dropped very deep to get it. Theatrical now is on the ball to Moanta. A big lofted ball to not a lot, or with not a lot of distance on it, but it still finds its man, and then we've worked our way forward. Moanta's hit the post or the bar. I think it might have hit the bar actually. Goalkeeper definitely got a touch, and it looked like it hit the frame of the goal anyway. So a bright start there. If that would have gone in, it would have been the perfect start to the game, but goalkeeper was more than equal to Moanta's shot. And then from a throw-in, can't work the ball to Selenon, but it drops in the box, and Carlos has had an effort. And again, the goalkeeper was close to getting a touch, but it actually sails over the bar. And we have started very brightly here. Belazan now with the throw. Tries to get the ball back, but it gets intercepted. And then we're quickly going to push back into attack. It's played over the top by Theatrical, but it was a bad ball. He didn't even look where he was passing it, really. It drops to nobody, and then the turnover of play again. Wanta's now tried a shot from distance. Selenon's running into the box. Goes to ground. This looks like it's going to be a penalty. It's going to go over to the TV footage to have a look at VAR. But to me, it looked like he'd moved the ball, got tackled, went to ground. Let's have a look what the outcome is. He's taking his time. Here comes the decision. No penalty. Wow. Overturned. Like I said, it looked like he moved the ball before the defender got there, but obviously they saw something on the footage that we couldn't see. And now we've got an injury to our left back, Belazan. So Akon Sri is going to come on. He's the natural replacement to go in at left back. So we will push him on. So even though we are creating, we're not creating anything clear cut. The possession stats are heavily in our favour. We've had 71% of the possession, and Prochap have only just had their first shot. So even though we've huffed and puffed quite a bit, we're not having any end product. And we've got a corner here from Theatrical. He swings it in, Pongputta's there, but he's headed it over the bar. Well, somebody's got to take one of these chances. I could see us getting caught on a counter attack or getting football managered. The way that the game just decides at random, even though you've dominated the game, we'll have one shot against you and give a goal away. But we're going to try and build out from the back. Pongputta to Sarachat. Carlos gets the ball, beats his man, has the shot. It's pretty weak. It might have got a deflection on the way, but the goalkeeper's down low to make an easy save. So after 55 minutes, we really are huffing and puffing. So we're going to try and make a change. In fact, we've got Dehane on the bench, so he can come on wide left. See if we can't get him involved. A bit more creative spark out there. And here's a corner from Theatrical. It was aimed towards Song Song at the back post. He has to go and retrieve the ball now. Play it into the middle. And JD gets caught out in possession. And here's what we're talking about. There's a ball over the top, and all of a sudden, Camo has had to keep us at 0-0 with a great save to punch it over the bar. Now getting information that Thong Song's not doing too great. And then almost from the corner, Prochap nearly took the lead. Took Camo with a great save to keep us level. And then this is what we were talking about. We've dominated the game for so long. Haven't took any of the chances. There's a ball over the top. And they've hit the post this time. We are living dangerously. I think we're going to have to try and fire the team up. But luckily, Mwanta is on the back post from a free kick. Was that Theatrical again with an assist? Certainly was Theatrical with the free kick. Mwanta's there at the back post. Not the tallest of players, but he is good in the air. And he puts us in the lead as we are powering towards another FA Cup final. Looking to defend the trophy that we won for the first time last season. And with 7 minutes left, Theatrical's got a corner. Whips it in. Dehane's got the header, and that should be us with our ticket to the final. Len Dehane is also another player who's not the tallest, but he's brilliant in the air. Gets to the near post first, and the ball just glides off his head into the far corner, and he doubles up the lead. And I think, looking at the game, this one's over. 4 minutes of added on time as a token. Got Selenon with the throw-in. Theatrical. And we're just playing for time, maybe. Although that pass there was a bit wayward. Gets intercepted. And defending not very well. And Prochap probably should have scored there. They should have pulled one back right on the stroke of the 94th minute. But the guy fired wide. And that's the game done. So that's a League Cup final booked, an FA Cup final booked. Move on to a Champions League quarter final to try and book a place in another semi-final, and that's coming up next. Okay, here we go then. This is the Guangzhou Asian Champions League game for the quarter-final second leg. Bear in mind we already have a 2-0 lead from the away leg, so 2 away goals in the bank. And this is the lineup we're going to put out to try and blast us past our old foe Guangzhou. We've got Kame in goal, Akonsri, Thong Song, Kezarat, Thamarasapon. We're going to play Kasem Kulwilai, and Huangjan in the middle. Len Dehane on the left, Savachat in the middle, Thong Song on the right, and Carlos up front. Few things to note here. Mwanta is currently requiring a rest, so even though he isn't 100%, he's still on the bench just in case we need to throw him in. And poor Belazan, the left back, picked up an injury and is out 4 to 6 weeks from the last game. So that's enough of the build-up. Let's get into the match action and try and book our place in the semi-final. So off and running in this home leg at the Chang Arena. Not a lot happening early doors, but we don't mind because with that 2-goal head start, we could just scrape by with nothing really happening in this game and then seeing who we get in the semi-finals. We are creating a lot, but this is the first highlight. It's a throw into Sarachat. Huangjan with the cross, and Len Dehane is there at the back post with his 26th goal of the season. Last season, when we didn't find space to register him, I did think to myself it might have been a mistake because this kid he got a glowing report from the scouts, the same scouts that found Carlos and the same scouts that brought him here. And they also found Belazan. He got a glowing review from them, and with the international players, the foreign international players that we had last season, we couldn't find a space for him. And he's just proven that I should have put him in, really. I know we won Champions League and everything else last season, but Lender Hayne has been a revelation this season. I have a feeling he's going to be another one of those players that will quickly outgrow the club. I think him and Carlos will be very difficult to keep, especially if European clubs start sniffing around. They're the type of players that will attract that kind of attention, I think. And as much as I love Buriram United, and we have built them to be the biggest team in Thailand in terms of world reputation, certainly Lender Hayne as a European player, I think he will go as soon as the first bid comes in. We've just got to try and get as much money for him as we can. Luckily, with us getting through that transfer window, I think we're going to have him at least until the end of this season, so we can achieve what we want. And whilst waffling on about Lender Hayne, he has scored the winner in that Champions League quarter-final. Game went by pretty quickly. We did create a lot, and we have shown here just how much improvement there has been across those 4 seasons, because when we played Guangzhou in the first season and we really struggled against their Brazilians and their European players, with their restrictions not being as tight as ours, they have hardly had a kick of the ball in this game. Even though the possession says it's 51-49, they only had 3 shots and 1 on target, and we have absolutely hammered them across 2 legs. So it just shows the massive improvement that we have been making. So before we round off this episode, let's have a little look at who we are going to get in the semi-finals. And the answer to that question is Jiangsu Suning. We will be playing them in the Asian Champions League semi-finals. First leg is on the 3rd of October. So let's have a little look at the schedule. So as you can see, the Thai League is coming to a close in the next couple of games. We have only 3 Thai League games left to come. So we will be winning the league at some point, I presume, in the next couple of games, maybe in the next game, because the gap in the league is 9 points. So yeah, we're 9 points clear in the league, which means that with 9 points left to play, if we get a win in the next game, we cannot lose the league. So I think we will come back for the track game, hopefully win the league in that game. If we win the league, we will then jump on and play both of those Champions League. Oh, look at this. So, here's a dilemma. So I think what we will do is, if we win the league there, we will go Thai League game, semi-final first leg, League Cup final. And then we will come straight back and play FA Cup final, Champions League second leg, and last Thai League game. And then potentially that leaves us with a Champions League final special episode, which could, end up being the last game of this leg of An Englishman Abroad. So again, if you've enjoyed that, please hit the subscribe button to help the channel. Hit the thumbs up button to also support the channel and let us know that you're enjoying the content. And if you've got any comments you want to leave them in the box below. But until that next episode, take care, stay safe, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.